Can we find all this in London?
If you know where to go.
Okay, so clearly I'm on a train, and this is probably the last entry on the vlog for the third vlog. So it's a bit of a cliffhanger because I'm on my way to London to meet with lots of people that you would recognise, hopefully, lots of other booktubers. So it's very exciting. Really, I've been looking forward to this day for so long. So I'm on a train. It's very early, so I've got my coat on, but I think it's going to get really hot later on. So yeah, I left at 6:30, so it was freezing. But I reckon by, I don't know, 10 o'clock this morning, it's going to start getting really warm, and it's going to be a good day. But I've got my cup of tea, a few biscuits, some shortcake biscuits. I've got 2 books to start this morning. So having finished Ring Shout, got just start a new one. So I've got this as it's a long journey for Horror Mayhem. Let the right one in. So I'm going to start this, see how I get on. But in case I'm not feeling it, or in case I need a break from it, I've got this, which is a non-fiction one about ADHD. Scatterbrain by Katiejlumsden, comedian. So I look forward to reading this to us. This is like an alternative, but I'm going to have about an hour to maybe get something in London as well. So we'll see.
We are now approaching Hilsea.
As you can probably tell, if you've seen any other videos about this, or just from a very short leap of logic, I went beyond Hilsea and reached London, and I had the most amazing day, and that's what this video is about. So welcome to the channel, everybody, and welcome back to the channel if this is if you've been here before. And this is about another London meetup, and these are wonderful, wonderful things, and it makes Booktube into a 3-dimensional real life social thing, you know. Because I will obviously reinforce the idea that the online communication is very real and the relationships are very real, but it's so fantastic to meet these people in person. And there was loads of people this time again, and there was some people that I've interacted a lot with that I was meeting for the first time as well as meeting some people I hadn't seen for a while that I've met in the other meetups. So it was just absolutely fantastic. So it was run by Katie from Books and Things. Katie always sets these things up, and she's the one that starts the conversation. She's on the books things. If you know, this was a meal again, so we've had meals in the past as well. She does all that, and she comes up with the ideas. She lives in London, so she knows London really well. And you know, huge gratitude to Katie for doing all that. So I'm going to read out some of these people that I saw on the day. So I'll just read them all out. As I said, thanks to Katie. So there was Charlotte, Chatty the Mad Chatter. Wonderful to see her again. It was a real nice surprise as well, because it was a little later in the day. I was like, oh my God, you know, when I saw her. So that was great. So Chatty the Mad Chatter. And Shannon from 155 Books, or 155 Books. Aaron read a book, or Aaron read a book. Carly from Bell's Books. Ben from Ben Reads Good. Keri from Bookish Adventures in Wellbeing. Charlie Brooke Reads. And Gavin from Genre Reads. Jennifer Loves Books. Jen from Jennifer Loves Books. Emily from Nouvelle Novels. Olivia from Olivia's Catastrophe. It was so fantastic having a long old chat with Olivia. It was brilliant. Again, that was someone that I'd met for the first time at these other London meetups. And it was just really nice to catch up and chat about stuff. And Katja from Page Turners with Katja. Roy Reads Anything. So Roy, someone I interact with a lot. Roy was there, which is great. Roz from Scally Dangling About the Books. Another person that I've chatted a lot to at the London meetups themselves. And Charlotte from Coiny Reads. That was wonderful to see Charlotte again. And again, we had a little chat, which was wonderful. She's awesome. And she's just celebrated 5 years on Booktube, same as I have. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, but she's brilliant. So that was really nice as well to see her. And also Sarah from Your True Shelf. And that was wonderful. So it was really nice to... and when we were doing the main part of the event, I was directly opposite Sarah as well. So we chatted for a bit. So we had a meetup time at midday. So as you can see in that first video I just put from the train, I said I was going to try and squeeze in an hour of looking at a couple of bookshops, and I did go in Foyles. I couldn't, for a really weird reason, I actually lost some time and I couldn't go to Forbidden Planet at that point, but I went to Foyles and then went straight to Liverpool Street Station, which I'd never been to before, and it was huge. And I was just so impressed with Liverpool Street Station. I thought it was amazing, loved it. And Bishopsgate is to the right of Liverpool Street Station, and it was very easy to find the Pizza Express that was where we met up. Once we were all together at Bishopsgate. But I was there a little bit early, so I thought I'd just walk down Spitalfields Market area and have a little look. And it was a really nice area. There was all these huge statues of elephants, which was really cool. And again, I've never been there that bit before. And I also thought, because I was a bit early, but not that early, I might see someone. And there to my left, first person I saw that day, Gavin from John and Reads. So that was a really nice thing to see. Gavin, if you know my channel, you probably know that he's been on live streams a few times, and you know, we've got a really close friendship. So that was really nice to see him in person. So I was like, Gavin, and he was like, Gareth, and we had a little chat before. We had a good, I don't know, 15-minute chat before we thought, oh, we better go to the front of the Pizza Express if there's anyone there. So we went round there. And literally a few seconds after we arrived outside Pizza Express, 3 of the people I've just mentioned turned up. And that was Aaron from Aaron Read a Book, or Aaron Read a Book, and Sarah from Your True Shelf, and Roy from Roy Reads Anything. They all sort of appeared pretty much as soon as we got in front of the Pizza Express. So that was really nice. We chatted for a bit. And then at one point, Roy said, I think they're all inside. So we were like, oh, okay, cool. Let's go inside. So we all went inside, and they're all there. There's a few others that appeared a little later, like literally about, I don't know, 15 minutes later, which was Charlie Brooke and Emily and a couple of other people. And basically, we had a wonderful meal. We had a lovely meal in Pizza Express. I had a gorgeous pizza. I was really impressed with it. And we had a really awesome chat. They had a really nice service. You know, it's just, I definitely recommend the restaurant. I thought it was really nice. And I had a few photos taken at the time, and it was just really cool. So then the idea was that we'd go to the main event, which was the night cafe, but a few of us went to the Common Press bookshop first, because it was very close, and it just seemed too hard to resist it. A bookshop just close by, so we went there first. I didn't buy anything in that bookshop, but it was lovely to look around again. We've been there before. It's a really nice political bookshop, so that was good. And then we went round to the night cafe, and it was a really unusual venue for this big meetup. It was very cozy. You go down the stairs, you go in, and then there's just a really interesting decoration in the room anyway. But then you have to go downstairs, and then there's this really lovely, dimly lit, cozy area with a massive bed. It seems, I think it's a bed. It felt like a bed. I don't know. It was just a big area where people would sit. There's really comfy, and cushions everywhere, and a ball pit. And they just again really awesome decorations, and there was a really unusual toilet there where you go in, and you can sort of turn into a rave. and there's like a thunderstorm. When I went to the toilet, there was a thunderstorm happening. So that was kind of interesting. I was going to film it, and then I didn't want to lose track of other people when it was just like as we were leaving, so I just went. But it was just, yeah, it was just a really unusual, quirky, interesting, brilliant place. So it was a great choice for Katie to get us to go there. And the idea was that rather than do a big crawl through loads of bookshops, it was going to be what we called a reading sprint. As it was in person, it kind of felt like a silent book club. So I've talked about silent book clubs before, where you read for a bit in person and then you chat about what you've been reading and books and whatever else you want to chat about. And it was really nice because after a bit of chat, we settled down to reading. And then after a while, I don't know how long it was, Katie said, has everyone done enough reading? Do you want to chat? And then we started chatting, and it was just lovely.
Wait for a funny face.
Yeah, what was nice.
Yeah.
That's a choice.
I know, I wanted to buy something to impress the illustrious.
Don't forget Roy.
Don't forget Roy.
Sweet
Kiss away, man.
with the cover falling off.
You're just demonstrating it's true, aren't you, Roy? Oh my God.
Gavin.
Next. Charlie, by the way.
And we also played a few book-related games, which was really nice. So we had to, we were sort of putting a pile of books on the sort of bedding area, and then we'd all collectively try and guess what order they were published, which was fun. And it was just really, really lovely, really lovely. We were there for hours, and it was just so cool, really chilled. And after a while, a few people started leaving, and then I said to Gavin, who was sitting next to me, I kind of wouldn't mind going to Forbidden Planet before I go home. Have you ever been to Forbidden Planet? And he said he hadn't been there, and he was up for it. He tends to prefer second-hand bookshops, so he wasn't necessarily expecting to get something. Although he did get something, which was cool. And I got a few bits. And yeah, it was just absolutely fantastic. Really fantastic. So I'm going to cut now to the train journey back, where I talk about what I bought on the day. I have had the best time. It's been absolutely brilliant. So it was so brilliant to see everybody. We're going to do a separate video on the big get-together. But in the meantime, I was reading this all day. So on the train, I'm going to read this on the way back. Just about to go back to Portsmouth. I was reading it during the reading sprints part of our meetup. So it's really good. But it's got some very huge differences from the film. But I'm reading that, which is great. So I'm obviously reading that for Horror Mayhem. I'll just quickly show you some of the things I bought. So I've got, for Horror Mayhem, I've got this one. Things have gotten worse since we last spoke. So lots of people love this, so I thought I'd get this and have a look at this for this Horror Mayhem. I've got the last Hiromi Kawakami book that I, as far as I know, I've got everything of hers now. So, Dragon Palace.
Welcome aboard the Southern Service to Portsmouth Harbour and Southern Reaches. This train calls at Clapham Junction, East Croydon.
I've got Adrian Tchaikovsky's new one, Bee Speaker. So I really love Dogs of War. It's my second favourite Adrian Tchaikovsky book. So this is the third in the series. I've got Bearhead already, but I couldn't resist it. So a brand new Adrian Tchaikovsky book from Forbidden Planet, Bee Speaker.
This is coach number 8 of 8.
And we've got a couple of hard case crimes. This has got a saucy cover. There's Lawrence Block. All the Lawrence Block ones I've read have been absolutely brilliant. So with that one. And then there's Donald Westlake. This is called Getting Off. But there's Help, I'm Being Held Prisoner by Donald Westlake as well. That looks really good. So a couple of hard case crime ones to go with my collection. And I got this. So this is a bit nostalgia. But when I was really young, some of the first books I read were the Star Wars spin-offs, Splinter of the Mind's Eye, and the 3 Han Solo books. Han Solo at Star's End, Han Solo's Revenge, and what was the other one? Han Solo and the Lost Legacy. And they're all on here. receipts. That was pretty cool. So there we go. So I'm going to have a sandwich, going to read some more, let the right one in. See you in a minute. So there we are. That was the London meetup on May 2025. Very, very special day. It's always so wonderful to meet up with these people, and they're really lovely people. We had a really chilled time. Everyone got on really well. It was just so lovely. So I'm going to finish with a cheers to our wonderful community, and can't wait for the next one. It's going to be awesome. Stay curious, everybody. By skyline of easy street, you live the absurd, removed from the people who trust you with